Religion and Realization by Diamond Picked Up in the Street. Forward 8. Part 1. Some 26 years back from the date of commencement of writing this, a divine dream was dreamed. It started to clear the meaning of the similes and metaphors often used by Sri Ramkrishna in the Gospel of Sri Ramkrishna. These similes and metaphors revealed the inner aspects of transformations of the lower self into the supreme self in the process of yoga, or in other words, the sportive forms of God as seen in the body. The divine dream came upon the seer in the most unexpected way, as a particle of it was never thought of, nor was it so heard from anybody, nor read in any book. It is given out here and it runs thus. A beautiful garden, a unique creation. The human language is not befitting conveyance to have it described in full measure. A charming house is in the middle of the garden. A landscape picture is not so beautiful. So beautiful. The house is of a circular shape. The platform of the house is very high one and the house is placed over it. There is a veranda all round the house. The veranda is trimly decorated and the decoration is a model of artistic taste. A large room is in the middle of the veranda. It looks like the court of a mighty eastern monarch. There is an exquisitely fine sofa in the middle of the room. A lovely and tempting bed is on the sofa. A babu, the owner, is lying on the bed, resting his head on a bolster. His very appearance speaks that he is the master. The figure is neither very fat nor very lean or thin. The whole of his body, with the exception of his face, is covered with a milk white sheet of cloth. The face is well shaven. On the floor there is a smoking apparatus, that is gargara, used by Nawabs in India, with a long pipe. Language fails to give out the artistic finery of the smoking apparatus and the long pipe attached to it. One end of the pipe is in the mouth of the master, but no smoke is seen to come out. The color of the face of the master looks like that of the face of a wax doll, as seen in the gallery of Madame Tussaud. He is middle-aged and silent. His eyes are closed. The seer of the dream is standing on the floor by the sofa. His eyes are firmly fixed on the face of the master. The room is quiet and in solemn silence. Some time goes by. The seer quietly leaves the room and comes out to the veranda. Surrounding the veranda, there are circuitous stairs leading to the picturesque passages of the garden. He comes down to the passage. It fawns straight and is not very long one. It leads him to the gate at the entrance of the garden. The gate is shut with a fixed row of iron railings with an iron wheel at the top. The passage is barred. The road of the world runs in the front of the closed passage of the garden. The seer is a strong man. He picks up a railing with an iron wheel. The passage in the garden gets its outlet into the road in the world. It is for allowing the people to get into the garden and to see the Babu, that is God's face. In that posture, he stands and the divine dream disappears. The commandment in dream, according to which the transformation of the lower to the supreme self of Sri Ramakrishna Deva's perennial sayings is written. Sri Ramakrishna has an airy appearance. There are only outlines of his form and figure in the air, and they are distinctly visible. He is saying, "Well, I have been fed and well satisfied in hearing the Gospel of Sri Ramkrishna and the explanations given at the time of reading. Hearing him at once, it passes through the mind of the seer of this divine dream that he is ordering the seer to feed him by writing the explanation of the inward transformations as seen in the process, when God emanates in all the sportive forms from the body till he transforms into the supreme bliss. The mind of the receiver of the commandment turns out to be heavy. The seer bursts out and speaks with a laden heart. Where is the document to be followed? He says with a voice 4 times louder than that of the seer. The document is with Mahendra Master, Sri M, the writer of the Gospel of Sri Ramkrishna. Furthermore, by stretching his finger, he points out Sri M, seen at a distance in an airy form. The divine dream vanishes. The seer clearly understands the meaning of the commandment in the dream. The room is but a small one, but we are accommodated there. Some 12 or 13 friends of us meet there. The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna is read, and it is the read in the morning, afternoon, and night. The reading continued for 5 years from July 1943 to the end of 1948. We have been known to each other for a very long time, some for 25 years, and even in some cases for more than that, except 2 of them. One of these 2 friends got his command in dream and came. The other one was his companion. All these friends are blessed with God the Preceptor or Sachidananda Guru. They have seen various sportive forms of God in dreams in the process of self-elimination, that means dhyan, and in trances. Sri Ramakrishna has given his grace to these friends, and thereby it is proved that a lotus blooms in a heap of cow dung, as all these friends are very ordinary people. They have attained Siddhi, or in other words, have seen God according as His grace is distributed. Sri Ramakrishna has revealed to these friends the state of realizations in a very amazing and new way. The state of realization of one friend is revealed in a dream or in a trance to a second friend, and the second friend's state is seen by a third friend. Again, there are some who see the sportive forms of God both in their bodies as well as outside and hear His voice speaking by self revelation. One friend in a dream is seeing that a second friend is in Samadhi, transformed into God, in a room of a 7-storied house. Again, someone is seeing God's light in a dream and transforming into God in Samadhi. The dream passes by, and he retains every item of the dream in his memory. The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna is read in the room among these friends. Each and every perennial saying of Sri Ramakrishna is explained in the form of the sportive forms of God as seen in the body. To quote an instance, the ray of the sun falls on the ground, and it differs from the ray which falls on the water, and the ray fallen on the water again differs from the ray falling on a mirror. Sri Ramakrishna. The explanation as seen in the body is made among the friends, and it runs thus. God is in the body, covering in and out, every minutest part of it, and in an invisible way. Thus is seen the ray fallen on the ground. God in the body assumes a human form made of God's light and appears and talks, or is seen within the body speaking there. This is sun ray falling on the water. In the cerebrum, when God from the body is collected, deposited, and showed by God the Preceptor, it is the sun's ray on the mirror.